guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It is not a date or time specific reading. Whenever you come upon it, if it speaks to you, it could be your message at that time. But it is a general reading, so it won't resonate for everyone. Always best to just take what does resonate and leave the rest. Okay, going to jump right in. Pulling a couple cards from the Cosmic Journey. Trying to lift all our spirits after that powerful full moon total lunar eclipse. Say yes to your open door. Card 22, that's very, that's a sacred number, a master number. It's a good message. And card 11, each evolutionary turn requires you to give up who you think you are. Each evolutionary turn requires you to give up who you think you are. So yeah, there's an open door here, and you may not have ever thought that it was available to you. But it is. 22 and 11. If you are seeing those numbers, you may be getting some confirmation. It feels auspicious to me to have those numbers come through for your reading, and I kind of feel like something is changing. Something new is percolating, and it's going to require you to kind of let go of who you think you are and be more open to remembering who you are at soul level, who you truly are. Okay. So let's jump in, pull some cards. Well, there we go. Divine Feminine Energy. This is one of your cards, Taurus. You can be here as a cross watcher. That's fine. Sometimes the message comes through direct for you, and sometimes you need to reverse the energies. So, like I said, take it as it resonates. We have beautiful energy. It's creative. It's flowing. It's life force. It's fertile and rich and deep and full of unconditional love. Where's the challenge now? There's a little bit, there's something here that you may need some illumination, enlightenment on, and that may be escaping you and getting in the way of your happiness. So we'll see what that is. I love the power of the major arcana underneath here. Okay, in your unconscious awareness, this is potentially about someone returning and wanting that return. In the past, we have the Hanged Man. That came out in the morning musing, which I actually did yesterday. Was a little under the weather, so couldn't get this reading up in time. But yeah, and it felt like there was something that was on hold. And sometimes it's about surrender, and sometimes it's about sacrifice. But the way it came through this in that morning musing was mainly like we're at a standstill, or we have been at a standstill. And this was the other card that came out twice, in fact, in the reading. So 9 of Swords, lots of conscious awareness of things not, this is, this 9 of Swords is absolutely talking to your oracle here, because you're being possibly thrust into a new experience, into a new environment. And when I say environment, it could be anything. It could be relational, it could be work, it could be at home, it could be anything. But I'm feeling like you're really in need of some illumination, and therefore you may be losing sleep over it. There's some worry about it. Things have been on hold for so long, wanting this person to return even. And in the future, there's our King of Wands. All right, so somebody may be coming in to claim the connection, to assert their desires. I do feel I'm speaking to a divine feminine, and this might be your masculine. Message from Spirit, 8 of Wands. Communicate. Passionate flow of information back and forth between you. In the hidden energies, we have the High Priestess. So it feels to me like there's been this weird sort of, you've been kind of in the Matrix, right? Just sort of in no man's land, and very worried about it, still worried about it, holding on to your unconditional love and your hope for the happiness. And I feel as if there've been a lot of things going on behind the scenes here while you've been in some form of separation at 3D. And I kind of feel like this person is finally going to come in and claim the love and claim the relationship. Wouldn't that be great? Now, in your hopes and or fears, we have justice. Good. So you're waiting and hoping for some balance, some fairness, even some integration of everything that's played itself out. And what do we have going forward? 3 of Wands. So there's some anticipation, maybe even a little bit of manifestation. And finally, what has been on hold arrives. All right. So let's take it right from there. Here we go. Empress and the Sun. 5 of Wands. Page of Pentacles. 7 of Swords. Wow. Lots of destabilization here. I'm feeling the conflict, breaches of trust. I almost feel like you've been getting breadcrumbed. And possibly by someone who's been avoidant at the very least. Let me just say it that way. Your last reading, Taurus, was pretty tough. And if I recall, the title was Three's a Crowd. And, right, do I need to say anything else? And I'm feeling like that causes some trust issues, where you feel like you may be taken advantage of, and there may be some kind of competition setup going on. But on some level, I feel what came through in the morning musing, instead of it being the King of Wands, it was the King of Swords. And I felt like this is somebody that's been avoiding you or avoiding dealing with you directly and maybe just breadcrumbing you a little bit. And that's definitely impacting your happiness and creating a setup for a situation where you can't think of anything else, right? All you're kind of worried about is, is this someone I can trust? Am I being taken advantage of? Knight of Wands, in your unconscious awareness, the issue with the Knight of Wands, yes, they're passionate and this is kind of very exciting energy. Problem with the Knight of Wands is they don't always have a game plan. They kind of, arrive on the scene uninvited, unannounced, and sweep you up off your feet, but they haven't thought the whole thing through. So they kind of go in and out and in and out. And that may be a cause for some concern. Yes, there's the Devil, King of Pentacles, Page of Swords. Yeah. You want someone who shows up and stays. And I have to wonder if in your unconscious awareness, somehow you're wondering, am I just dealing with a karmic partner here? Is this just really not a good situation? You want a King of Pentacles, but I kind of think you're trying to scope the situation out with that Page of Swords to see if this is someone who has any intentions of showing up for you in 3D, or am I just getting played? So I'm just seeing the Devil as a clarifier for the Knight of Wands, which is very self-serving, in the moment, all about getting their own needs met. Yeah. Hanged Man in the past. Yeah, everything's been on hold. Left you feeling guarded and maybe not confident about the risk assessment. Underneath is the Ace of Wands. So in unconscious awareness, kind of carrying a torch for this person and wanting to take some form of action. There's the Fool, but really assessing the risk and holding on and kind of pulling back, and everything was just brought to a screeching halt is how it feels to me. So I'm just saying, I almost get the impression that you caught something. You either caught onto something or you caught yourself in a moment. And you kind of pulled way back. The Hanged Man is known for doing that. Four of Pentacles is known for doing that. And everything just came to a screeching halt before you took any kind of impulsive leap of faith. I know you want to, but I think you thought better of it. And now you're like in this loop of can't think of much else. So let's see this Nine of Swords. There's the King of Swords. Wow, guys, different decks, different days even, and same cards come through. I'm getting the impression that you're still holding out hope. That this person, this King of Swords, was in the morning musing, and here is the King of Wands. That the King of Swords won't avoid you forever, will choose a path that sort of leads to you, that somehow leads them to some kind of honor and integrity. I do feel like you're still holding out hope, but you, with that Nine of Swords, you may be I'm feeling it's a little obsessed, the Nine of Swords in this particular reading. Felt that way in the morning musing as well. So you're holding out hope, but it's almost as if your mind won't let you go where it needs to go. You're pushing down what would otherwise be really healthy warning signs. Here's your red flag. And right now it's an unconscious awareness. It's not something you're focused on consciously. Unconsciously, you're still sort of holding out hope that this person will act in good stead, right? Will be coming from high honor and integrity, and will show up, and like that's all you can think about. But I feel like on some level, like when you try to sleep and can't, what's going on a loop in your mind is really questioning this person's integrity and their intentions. So let's see the King of Wands in the near future. Three of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Six of Cups. Okay, so now we see there is great potential here in the future for some cooperation, for this person to say, yep, I'm in. I understand you need my cooperation. There's a need for some kind of reciprocity, generosity of my time, not being avoidant, not, only coming around when it's convenient for me. I get it. There's that Six of Cups, past life soulmate energy, emotional balance and comfort and warmth and nostalgia. It's all available, but it kind of feels like it's in the hands of this person who up until now is showing through as King of Swords energy, avoidant and cool and aloof and distant, hard to pin down. And then they warm up and we get King of Wands, very clear about what they want without hesitation. And these two powerful cards of cooperative energy and some form of buy-in, right? There's investment energy in the Three and Six of Pentacles, invested in the connection. So then Spirit's message to you is, well, you're not going to be able to rest your weary mind, Nine of Swords, unless or until you have a direct conversation about it. So let's see the Eight of Wands. Justice. Six of Swords. Whew, okay. So if you want the fairness and the balance, because that is what's in your hopes and or fears, you're going to have to ask for it. And in the morning musing, and for those who don't know what I'm talking about, every morning I do a little mini spread for the signs I'm going to read for later that day. I didn't get the full spread done yesterday, but this is attached to that morning musing. And that is something you can find all about. You can find out all about it by clicking the join button, which is next to the subscribe button on my channel page, and then you can read about it. So that's what I'm talking about. But I felt, and what I feel here is that I felt in the morning musing, because we had the Seven of Wands, that's something you needed to take a stand for. That if you feel you desire something or deserve something, sometimes you got to take a stand for it. And, right, and be prepared with whatever answer may come back to you. And I feel like that's what Spirit's saying here. If there's some kind of balance or restoration of balance or fairness that you want or desire, you're going to have to ask for it so that you can move beyond this feeling that you're just dealing with someone who's in and out and just coming around when it's convenient for them to get their own needs met. It's like if you need your needs met and if you need some peace of mind because, hello, you don't have any right now, that conversation is going to need to take place and you will need to assert what it is that you need from this person. It looks to me like you get it. Okay, the King of Wands with this beautiful energy of the Three of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, and underneath is the Six of Cups. It looks to me like it's available to you, but you are going to have to sort of ask for it. or find some form of a way, even energetically, to create those boundaries. Sometimes that Four of Pentacles is about boundaries. So let's see in the hidden energies, the High Priestess. Wow. So your person here, there may be some secret feelings here that you might not even be aware of. I kind of feel like they feel lost without you. There is the beautiful energy of the Divine Feminine, of the Empress. Underneath is this, victory card. But this person is sort of feeling very unstable or uncertain or insecure. Five of Pentacles, sort of aimless without you. And they may be holding that back, that the High Priestess can be, secrecy, secret feelings that they're not sharing. And they may just not feel like they have access to the warmth of the connection, which is the Six of Cups. So while you may not be in communication with this person or very limited communication, there are things that I feel this person hasn't shared that they truly feel. They're a little bit, like I said, aloof or distant, not super communicative in an open way at this time, which is causing you to kind of lose hope a little bit. You haven't totally lost it, but it feels like you could. So let's see the Justice card in your hopes and fears. Yeah. So for those of you, the morning musing, the oracle was the Three of Cups, and here it is. And for those of you who are still following on from the last Taurus reading where the title was Three's a Crowd, it was third party energy. So I'm going to talk directly to you guys for a second. I think you're afraid that, that in your fears that you're still getting played, and that there may be, like I said, three's a crowd, and that this King of Wands may be up to no good. You want the fairness, right? You want the balance. If there's a marital situation, that Justice card could represent like a formalized legal decision, putting an end to the third party. That could be part of what you're hoping for. But it feels to me like there's something here where you kind of feel like you're fearing that you're getting the short end of the stick. And because we have this Knight of Wands energy out twice, and Spirit's telling you, you're going to have, if you want peace of mind, you're going to have to raise that situation and talk directly about whatever justice it is that you seek. For those of you that do not have a third party involved, and third parties don't have to be people. It can be work. It can be anything, especially with the devil here. It could be really negative patterns of behavior. It could be, we've got the Seven of Swords. It could be a pattern of lying, or a pattern of cheating, or a pattern of, telling you they're going to be one place and being someone else. And, take it as it resonates for you. But if you do not have any third entity or energy in between you, then I'm not telling you that you do. So that's first thing. The second thing is, in that case, I just kind of feel like you really still feel very defeated here. You'd like a reconciliation with this beautiful King of Wands energy, someone who's very clear about what they want, who claims the love, who claims your love, who claims the relationship, and that would restore the balance and fairness. So please take that portion of the reading however it best resonates with your particular situation or storyline. That's all I wanted to say, because some people think, oh, third party, my person must be cheating. No, if they were, you'd know. That's part of the plan, people. So in the absence of that, it just feels to me like you may be feeling defeated and worried that you're not going to have this reconciliation, but you really hope that you do. Okay, Three of Wands. There's our Divine Masculine. Yeah, an end to the unhappiness. So here's some anticipation, manifestation, calling in this beautiful energy of a Divine Masculine. This Four of Cups coming in reversed, an offer of love, a message of love or apology. No more disappointment, no more feelings of rejection. So I do feel like you're trying to call this person in, and I almost get the impression that that's who this King of Wands is, and that they arrive very clear about what they want. And when I say clear about what they want, it's the same thing you want. Finally being on the same page at the same time. Okay? Because what I feel I'm seeing is someone who's been wishy-washy or not real direct or unable to pin down in terms of what they want going forward in the relationship with you. And it's been a source of anxiety and stress. That's what I see. So it looks really good going forward. I feel like I'm seeing moving past some stress and some worry and some feelings of rejection and defeated energy. I kind of feel there's something this person hasn't been sharing with you, and that they really do want the relationship. They do want the connection, but they're kind of feeling like they're on the outside looking in. They don't know how to access the warmth of the connection. So give that some thought, okay? Here's what I see astrologically speaking, by the way. If this is your story, the link to the extended is below. We're going to do it all from your person's point of view. Whoever this divine masculine energy is, King of Wands, King of Swords person, how they show up in the reading, what their take is on everything. Maybe we'll get some of this energy around that Five of Pentacles, which is a little mysterious. How they feel about you, their intentions going forward toward the relationship, and another card from Spirit with some more advice, and I close out with some additional oracle. So that link is below. Here's who shows up. We have the Empress out twice, Taurus and Libra. The Sun is Leo. We've got the Knight of Wands twice, happens to be Sagittarius, and we do have Venus and Mercury just moved into Sag, and the Sun will be moving into Sagittarius shortly. We have Capricorn, the Devil is Capricorn, King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Hanged Man is Pisces, the Fool is Aquarius, King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, more Aquarius in the star. King of Wands is out twice, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Justice is out twice, Libra. High Priestess is Pisces. Chariot is Cancerian energy. And our Emperor there is Aries. So that's what I have for you. And the link to the extended is below. I'll see you there in a second. Otherwise, bye for now.